Hey guys, welcome back to Dad's Garage. Today's the day, finally, the Scat Pack has arrived. So I got the car on Friday. It finally hit the rail yard here at Alliance Airport, where Dodge takes all their vehicles for this region. And they hit that rail yard out there at the airport, and then trucks come in, load them up every day. Finally got there Wednesday. Got to the dealership on Friday morning at 7:04. Was the time it showed up at the dealership. I was hoping to be there at the time to catch footage on the truck and, you know, with all the wrappings on it and all that stuff. But they don't get the shipment information until the morning of. And being that it was a first shipment of the day, it was there before the dealership even opened. So we didn't even know about it until once the dealership opened, their make-ready people already had all the stuff ripped off the car. So didn't get any of that footage. The reveal I was wanting to do for this was I was hoping it was going to be much more spectacular, but it has been raining, misty, ugly, windy, like 30-mile-an-hour wind right now with cloud cover. It was raining a little bit earlier. So I'm getting nothing that I want to get to reveal this car. I was hoping for, you know, beautiful sunshine where the car could, you know, shine and da-da-da-da-da, all those things. Some footage out on the road, and I'm stuck here in the kitchen. So with that being said, the first thing I want to cover is, let's go over the polls. I did 3 polls, and these are very interesting because they didn't come out the way I expected at all. But the first poll that I did last week was, if the Scat Pack didn't show up, what would you like to see me get instead? And I have been shopping, just to be you know, completely open about it. I've been shopping the last couple of weeks for some C7s, either Grand Sport or maybe Z06. My dream car is a Z06. It has been for a very, very long time. Was contemplating it. It's really not convenient for me at this point in life, you know, with Joshua still running with us all the time and everything. And I just don't know how I'm going to do with, you know, little short vacations and stuff like that we like to take. We like to run down to Galveston or up to the mountains, things like that. And a big piece of that is having the, you know, powerful sports car to drive. That's part of, for me, what makes the trip more fun. So, you know, I'd miss out on a lot of that stuff. Now, once Joshua's, you know, past the age of wanting to go with us all the time, then this will all change. But for now, you know, that was a little damper on it, made it, you know, not sure what I wanted to do as far as that goes. But I was getting so frustrated by the delays in this car. Now, granted, it only took, it was exactly 10 weeks from the day I ordered it until the day I actually received it. So that's not bad at all. But my frustration was, you know, I was initially told that, you know, the car should be here, you know, Thanksgiving, first week of December. And then when Dodge finally started giving me dates, they kept backing them up over and over and over. Like almost every time I would check in to see the date of delivery, they would delay it. And so it started becoming extremely frustrating because I'd get my hopes up, get them down, get them up, get them down. So I started doing this Corvette shopping. And I had a couple of deals worked out. I was very, very close. But I decided last weekend, I'm going to give it this week. If the car doesn't show up, then I'm going to pull the trigger on one of these Corvette deals and just kind of let that be the deciding factor, you know, at this point. But so I put this first poll out. If the Scat Pack doesn't show up, what would you like to see me get instead? And I put the most common, you know, things out there. Mustang GT, it got 16% of the vote. Camaro SS got 3%. Something else got 16%. And then the C7 Grand Sport, 26%. That's pretty big. And then the other one was wait for the Scat Pack no matter how long it takes, and 39%. So overwhelmingly, you all wanted me to wait till the Scat Pack got here no matter what. Well, then I did the second poll. With the new Widebody Scat less than a week away, I have 2 polls for you. In the first one, what color do you hope it is? So I just put some common colors here that, you know, the most popular probably. So Tor Red got 5%, Frostbite 5%, which shocked me because everybody loves Frostbite. And I was utterly shocked. I really expected Frostbite to be the overwhelming winner. But that's what I was getting rid of too. And one of the reasons why, the only reason really, because beautiful, beautiful car. But the only reason was because it shows dirt so bad. It was literally 3 times a week I had to wash that car or it was just gonna look filthy. So I was wearing that thing out, washing it. So that was the biggest reason why I did not go Frostbite again. Then Smoke Show at 18%. I absolutely love Smoke Show. Go Mango at 23%. I really like it too, but it's a little polarizing, just like some yellows, oranges, purples, things like that. Either you love them or hate them kind of thing. I love it, but some people don't. But 23%, so it finished second place. Triple Nickel finished first place with 50%, which to me was utterly shocking that, you know, although I love silver cars and you can look at my driveway and, you know, we have 4 silver vehicles. So we like silver. But the biggest reason we like it does look good, but it's also very forgiving. So it doesn't show dirt, it doesn't show scratches, it doesn't show, you know, dings, things like that too much. So one reason we love silvers, but it shocked me that Triple Nickel was 50% of all the votes. You all said that's the color you were hoping that I would get. And you'll see here in a minute if your hopes were realized. And then the final poll that I did with the car, this was I think Thursday, and I knew at that point we were probably looking at a Friday or Saturday delivery. It says, with Scat Pack just hours away, the second poll question is, what color do you think that I chose? So I put, you know, I've been given hints along the way. You know, one thing that I've said is I don't like the dark colors just because of washing and stuff like that. But what color do you think I chose? 0% said Go Mango, 0% said Indigo. That's the really bright blue. 14% of the people said something other than these colors. 29% said Smoke Show, and 57% said Triple Nickel. So I'm not sure why so many people love the Triple Nickel and why so many people think that's what I was getting. But with that being said, since I don't have a spectacular way to go present this car to you all, we're going to do it in a very B-film sort of way. But give us just a minute here. We're going to go out there and we're going to unveil this car to you guys. Be right back.
All eyes on the way I vibe when I walk into the room. Wind blows underneath the soles of my brand new pair of shoes. I got the attention, I'm on a mission. No sweat in the way I step, I got a fresh new attitude. Oh my.
All right, there you go, folks. So all you that wanted this to be a Triple Nickel, you got your wish. I was shocked that so many said Triple Nickel. Let's see if we can kind of go around this thing a little bit here. This weather outside is just absolutely atrocious. And I was hoping to have this thing out in the sunlight so you could get in the lighting. And instead, it's just absolutely disgusting outside. All right, so it's Triple Nickel it is with the carbon stripes. So differences between this and the 2020 that we had are we added carbon stripes to this one. Of course, the color, we did do the black carbon rims because with the theme of the car, we got 2 things that are red. the 392 and the calipers, and the rest is all black and silver. Even the license plates I ordered are black and silver. We got the black carbon stripes, we got the red calipers, we got the black carbon wheels, and we got the Harman Kardon in this one. So with the Frostbite Scat Pack, we never talked about the system that was in that. I got the plain Alpine system because I didn't order the car. That's what they had when it came in. And at that time they were getting pretty scarce, so I had to grab what I could grab. Of course, the Frostbite was gorgeous, so jumped on it. But the Alpine system, the base system, and before I start on this, sound is subjective. Everybody has a different idea of what sounds good. One guy thinks, you know, with headphones, a Bose sounds good. Another guy likes, you know, Apple stuff. One guy likes the Beats, and one guy likes the JBL, all that stuff. So it's all very subjective. But I think the Alpine system, the base system that comes in these cars, is pretty decent. It's not great, but it's pretty decent. Probably one of the better entry-level systems that I've heard in the cars, and I've owned a bunch. But I always wanted more out of it. Always, you know, for my original Scat Pack, it was very base. I mean, it was base as you could get. Of course, wide bodies weren't out yet, but you know, it had the cloth seats. I had to have leather with the next one. That was absolutely a must with Alcantara. But the sound system was kind of the second piece of it that I really wanted different. But I never found myself finding the Harman Kardon system in the car. So I had never even heard one, but I thought, well, it's a $1,700 option for this, so I'm going to go ahead and order it in this car. So I did. But back to the Frostbite, I did a factory premium or platinum, I don't remember, upgrade. I forget what they call it. But it was about a $2,800 dealer installed option. It did have a lifetime warranty through the dealership and all that stuff. But basically what they did for that car is it was a 3-day deal where they had the car for 3 days. They had to take seats out, carpet out, all kinds of different trim pieces, had to remove them because they had to rewire the system from front to back. All the speakers were replaced, so you didn't have the original Alpine speakers in it. They upgraded those to the next level speakers. And then also what was added was a big old monster Alpine amp and a big old monster Alpine sub. And that thing was just absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. When I spoke with my salesman about this, you know, he thought these systems, the Harman Kardon, sounded pretty good. You're thinking, you know, I'm thinking 19 speakers. Wow, that's pretty crazy. They're counting every two-way speaker. So if it's a two-way speaker, they're counting that as 2. So it's not really what, you know, you and I would call 19 speakers, really. It's somewhat less than that. But so I didn't know what to think, and I did drive a Hellcat Challenger that had the Harman Kardon. I believe those are only 18 speaker, where the Chargers are 19. But it sounded good. It was definitely not as good as the system I had installed from the dealer in the Frostbite, but it was good. It was definitely superior to the Alpine system that came in the car. Well, then I get in this car and I drive it home, and I'm sitting there playing around with it and, you know, adjusting it and all that stuff, and I'm playing my music, and I'm like, dang it, this thing is darn good. So I am tickled to death with the Harman Kardon. The only thing it really doesn't do, I think the sound's almost as good as that dealer installed system that I had done that was $1,000 more than the factory Harman Kardon, is you don't get the bass thump. It doesn't beat you in your back. You don't feel that concussion. With that system in the Frostbite, I could feel air blowing underneath my seats from the sub that was in the trunk. Now, I didn't like the space that I lost in my trunk because of it, but boy, it would crank. But I think this one sounds just about as good. it just, you know, you just don't have that feeling, that vibration that you got out of the other one. But you still have the sound, you just didn't have the feel. But it's quite good. So anyway, that's pretty much the differences between these things. If you want a V8 Scat Pack, you probably ought to go ahead and get something coming. Either order or grab one off a dealer somewhere, because I think next year is probably going to be it from everything I'm hearing. Maybe a 6-cylinder twin turbo. I'm hearing a lot about that. I'm hearing different things, but I really think that you're probably getting close to the end of the days where you're going to get a V8 in one of these things. So I would go ahead and grab it. The other thing too is Dodge has been increasing the price of these over the last few years, almost $3,000 a year. So that's another reason to snag one pretty quickly. For instance, this year's build identically to the Frostbite Scat Pack was a $2,800 increase over the prior year. 2022, I am seeing some things that they're charging for it they didn't used to, such as some of the colors. I think there's 3 colors, maybe there's a 4th, but they charge nothing extra for that. And now they're charging, you know, $100 to $400 additional for some of the different colors. So they're getting you kind of every angle. So you want one, I'd get it now. 10 weeks is not long to wait on a car. It's not bad at all to wait 10 weeks. Right now, they're telling me that the wait is a bit longer because the 22s, you can only order a 22 now. But if you order a 22, you're looking at probably March, April to get a 22 right now. So they're out a bit further, probably 12 to 16 weeks, but still to get exactly what you want, that's still not bad. I know that a lot of these are getting charged way over MSRP. If you need a contact, the dealership that I deal with has a policy, and they have not gone away from that, although many other dealerships have that had a not over MSRP policy. But this particular family of dealerships, it is still a family-owned dealership, and they're big. They're pretty big here in the Dallas area. But they will still not charge over MSRP. Even on a C8 Corvette, if they get those for you, they will not charge over MSRP, where everybody else is getting about 30,000 over, 30 or more over MSRP. So I can get you hooked up with my salesman. If you're interested, just message me, and I'll make sure to get you his information, and he will make sure to get you, if you want something on his showroom, he'll do it for you at MSRP. If you order it, he may give you a little better than that even, but that's between you and him. But anyway, that's it for this. We finally revealed it. Tons of stuff coming for this car. I've had some of it ordered in here for a long time, but there's going to be a lot more content coming for all the different little cosmetic mods and stuff. You know, I don't really do anything performance mod wise to them, but as far as cosmetic mods and stuff, got a lot more coming. So I hope that y'all will tune in for that and enjoy it. Please put your comments down below, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we will keep on doing it for you. Y'all have a great day, appreciate it, and we'll see you next time right here on Dad's Garage.